Welcome friends to another Creative Cutter Project video. The video I'm making today is to show you this little mini album that I've made for my sister-in-law. My husband's side of the family, they draw names between the siblings for Christmas, and we have Shauna, so this year this will be going to Shauna. Now I do need to let you know that we went on a family vacation to Zion National Park. It was a 50th wedding anniversary for my husband's parents, and they invited all of the kids and their families to come and stay at this really great lodge called the Moose Lodge up there just past Zion National Park. And then as part of the activities, we went into Zion's together and we did a bunch of activities. But this lodge and this little village resort kind of a thing we went to was just amazing. They had so much for families to do. The big giant cabin that we all stayed in was so much fun, and we all got along perfectly. All of the kids bonded, and it was just a great time. And so I had my camera, of course, and took a ton of family pictures, and I created this album for her of some of the pictures that I took of not just her family but all of our families together. So I did leave all of the journaling blank for her so that she can fill that out. I used my Cricut here, the camp out cartridge, to make this tree, and I also embossed it with a Cuttlebug folder. On some of these I have a lot of pictures in a small album. This is an 8.5 by 5.5 album, and I have a lot of secret pockets and pullouts. I hope you can see how beautiful. This was the drive up, so I've included some of those pictures that I took for her. It says The Great Outdoors, Zion National Park, and I welded this together with my gypsy to create that sign. So that's the cover. And if you open up the front page, I hope you can see this. I know it's a little big. But on the front cover here, I just have some ribbon that says The Great Outdoors. I have a lot of pullouts, like I said, and this is a journaling block. And it's blank on the back that she can either put pictures or more journaling. Right here is the little message telling her why I made her this album and hope she likes it, and wishing them a Merry Christmas. Right here was as you leave, this place is called the Zion Ponderosa Ranch and Resort, and that was there, so I used that as my opening picture here. If you open this up, this is a look at the Moose Lodge where we actually stayed. That's at sunset. This was when we arrived. It was beautiful. It was big. We really enjoyed being there. So there's a couple pictures. Oh, and I have a couple little tags here that just say June of 2011. And I guess she could write something on the back if she wanted on those. On this side, there's Grandpa waving at everybody as they arrive. It had 2 stories, and on the back half of the house you could get upstairs with this big spiral staircase. So that's what he's on there, going in the back entrance. There's more pictures of Grandpa with his walking stick. These little tags here came with the paper line, and I just put those in there so she could journal. Now this is the first big pullout I created. This part says Wish You Were Here, and that's one of the die cuts that came with this paper line. And I created a journaling block there and a little spot here where she can make some notes. And then this is wallet style. So there's more pictures of us hanging out at the cabin. The way they had the cabin set up is this half of the cabin is where we stay. This is part of the house that I showed you a picture of. This open courtyard here is covered, and then the kitchen's on the other side. So we had all our meals out here in the center, which was really fun. It made for a good time for the kids. So the next page here, a couple of hiking boots again with my camp out cartridge. Created this little flower die cut here. It says hiking. Made that on the computer and then put it as a flower center there. This is us going up one of the hiking trails, and there's us still going up the hiking trails, and this is where we got to the top of, which was just beautiful. You'll notice that everybody here is wearing the same shirt. That's because our gift to the group was that we silk screened some white t-shirts. The front of them said Zion's Ponderosa Ranch and the date, and then the back said Rigby Roundup. So the whole time we're hiking up the hill, people could see who was part of what group. It said Rigby Roundup and had a couple horses, because my father-in-law loves horses. So on this side, I made this little mini pocket because we just took so many pictures. There's my daughter taking pictures, and then you could just reach in here. It's just an envelope I turned into a picture holder, and you can see there's just that many more stuck in there for her to look at of our hike up. The back side I left pretty blank because the paper is so cute. I just put a little computer sentiment there. It said explore. On this side, that's her and her husband and son and my daughter just hiking up the trail. At the end of our hike, just further down the road there, it says family here with an embellishment, and this is part of the hike, so I put that beautiful picture there as well. The next page, this is probably my favorite one. The resort had a pool, which was super fun, and so here's the guys poolside, and then this little thing is like another big pull out, so let me try and get some of it in. These are all just pictures of us at the pool, and it says bathing beauties. That one is just more pool fun, and then I left her a big journaling block there. So this closes up kind of accordion fold, like a little wallet, and tucks in there. And if she has pictures of her own, which I'm sure she does, there's room for her to add to this. On this side, there's Grandma. She played coach and ref and cheerleader, so I just put a little die cut here. It says coach with the Sportsmania cartridge, and I left her a pull out here that she could journal, you know, some of the activities. This resort had a basketball court, so this is us watching the kids play, Grandma and Grandpa and some of the aunts, and this one is a big pull out that inserts there, so let me pull it out. So there's that page. And then this page is this home team, again with that Sportsmania cartridge and a couple of tags she can journal on. There's another picture of the basketball court. Okay, phone always rings when I'm making a video. So that's a little pull out there, more basketball pictures, and then the back half has more pictures. And this back panel just slides in there so that this whole thing lays on top. Okay, so I kind of wanted that to look like a pennant. And her looking at them and them looking at her. So that's that page. I think this album holds something like 53 pictures total and probably 15 spots for journaling, if I counted correctly. So there is a lot of room to journal on this for her to add pictures or sentiments or whatever she wants. This is Grandma and Grandpa holding hands as we're going up the hike. Some beautiful crinkle ribbon here. And this little compass die cut, and then that's a pocket again for 3 more pictures. See how beautiful this hike was. This part is called the Narrows, and we hiked up, and I just gave her a couple pictures of that hike up, which I just love, and those just tuck in there, and I'll put those in later. But left her another spot over here to journal. And when we got to the top of this place, it was really hot that day, and so up at there was water lake area, and the guys couldn't wait to jump in. So this is all the guys. They had swum across very heavy current to get to this rock, and so this ribbon X is kind of, because this was the spot. This is the spot they wanted to be at. We hung out here for a while. The guys swam to this rock, and you can see we're lounging around. That's them fighting the current to get over there, and another picture of them making it to the rock. So left that one kind of plain. Oops. Now this side says family fun, and that's her family. We broke up into smaller groups, and I took pictures of all the groups there of all the individual families. So that's her and her children. So I put family fun. There's one of her children and one of the uncles. And you can see we've all got these white t-shirts that say Rigby Roundup on it. There's the newest baby, and then some more shots of the grandkids. There on this big wagon wheel bench that they had. And on this side there was a present because it was their 50th anniversary. One of the other brothers had a book made of their love story and their years together, and he presented that one evening we were there. So there's him presenting it, and then there's more pictures in this pocket about that evening, so she's got those to refer back to. And again, this is everybody paying attention to him, telling us about that. And there's Grandma in the middle of all the kids. And then I just love this picture. Let's see if I can pull that closer. This is the Rigby Roundup shirt. Grandma and Grandpa holding on to each other and walking away. So on this half right here right now is blank. I've got a vinyl saying I'm going to put there that says all because 2 people fell in love. And these are all of the siblings. My husband's right there in the middle. He's the oldest. And then his 2 brothers, 2 younger brothers, mom and dad, and the 3 girls down there. So that's the last picture on there for her, and I wanted to put that little vinyl quote there. As you can see, it's a pretty heavy-duty book. I did bind it with my We Are cinch, and then added a whole bunch of ribbons. This was going to be, we have a challenge going on, a Fantabulous Cricut next week that's called Rolling in Ribbon. So this was going to be my project for that, and then I got some beautiful crinkle ribbon from my craft spot. So my project's actually different. So we're going to show you this one as a separate project. See how big it is. It's meant to stand up like that, display on the coffee table. And I'm going to wrap that up and send it to her for Christmas tomorrow, or Monday I should say. And I'll have a different project posted for the Rolling and Ribbon Challenge with Fantabulous Cricut. So tune back in on Monday for that one. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me any questions or comments. I sure appreciate those. And visit my website, www.creativecutter.org. Thanks for watching.